So closing arguments, they are expected to begin today in the trial of Ian Mitcham. He's the man accused of killing Allison Feldman in her South Scottsdale home more than a decade ago. This 5-month-long trial now nearing a close. We want to get to our Sean Rice, who is live here in studio this morning with what's next for this case. A first-of-its-kind murder trial right here in Arizona, Sean.
It is, Allison. Good morning to you. First of its kind in terms of how Scottsdale police zeroed in on Ian Mitcham as a suspect. It was the use of familial DNA, drawing his DNA from a prior DUI arrest and matching it to DNA found at the crime scene, the home of Allison Feldman. This trial has been ongoing since November of last year, but the wait time for justice for Allison family's Feldman now over a decade. This morning, the 12-person jury will be read instructions before the prosecution and defense take the stand to deliver closing arguments. This is the final word in a criminal trial before the case is handed to the jury for deliberations. Feldman, a 31-year-old attorney back in 2015, was murdered inside her home. This is in what prosecutors describe as a brutal attack involving sexual assault and strangulation. The case went cold for years, 3 years to be specific, until investigators used that familial DNA to identify Mitcham, eventually leading to his arrest in 2018. That DNA evidence has been the centerpiece of the state's case, with prosecutors telling jurors it places him at the scene of the crime, but the defense has pushed back, arguing there is no connection between Mitcham and Feldman, even suggesting that investigators may have overlooked other potential suspects. Now, earlier on in the trial, Feldman's dad testified about his pursuit to see this familial DNA used in her case.
I worked with the governor and the attorney general to see if we could make it legal.
And you were kind of the person who was the catalyst for that to be used in this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the Scottsdale Police Department ultimately supported that, correct?
Yes.
And ultimately, the Scottsdale Police Department had to make a big commitment to using that familial DNA, correct?
I assume so.
And this case also sparked a years-long legal battle. It reached the Arizona Supreme Court over whether that DNA could be used at trial. It's a decision that ultimately cleared the way for these proceedings. You can watch closing arguments on our streaming app 12 Plus all week as this case gets closer and closer to coming to a close. Emma.
All right, Sean, thank you. This morning.